Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Season 3 of American Crime Story, Impeachment. And this season focuses on the impeachment of Bill Clinton and his relationship with Monica Lewinsky, and I'm a huge fan of the OJ season, and I was really thought that the Versace season was really good as well. Going into this one, I thought this was an interesting choice to follow up those last two because, those, dealt with murder and stuff like that. And this one just kind of felt like, why did you need 10 hours, plus, to watch this and play this all out? And I felt like this one felt so stretched thin over the course of these 10 episodes. And it kind of diluted the potential tension and intrigue that went into this real-life story. And I just felt like this was a slog over the course of the, 10 weeks that this was running. Because these episodes were overlong, overstuffed, too many things going on. I think the series felt like it was at its best when it was focusing on Beanie Feldstein's Monica Lewinsky, or Annalee Ashford's Paula Jones, and Sarah Paulson's Linda Tripp, which you can say what you will about why they have Sarah Paulson in a fat suit playing Linda Tripp, and it was pretty interesting seeing Clive Owen playing Bill Clinton, and Edie Falco playing Hillary Clinton, who doesn't even show up until I think the 7th or 8th episode, but definitely the scenes with Beanie Feldstein and Clive Owen were interesting. But the thing is, they have so many extra things, all the extra time they've spent with the prosecutors, with Colin Hanks and all of them, and all the other unnecessary, they have Drudge and Coulter, and all of those extra things just felt like extra things that were just taking up time, distracting from the main focus of the series. And a lot of their involvement, especially in the finale, felt like them making the most obnoxious, knowing comments about the future, which just completely took me out of the show and was quite annoying. And I can't say that any of these episodes, except for one, is a great episode of television. I really thought the episode where they, the prosecutors and everybody had Monica and were trying to, entice her to cooperate, and, Fred Melamed pops up as her dad's lawyer, and he just kills it. He just makes everything better that he pops up in. But, that episode had real tension and intrigue and a sense of urgency. The rest of this didn't feel urgent at all, and it just kept drawing out, felt very repetitive after a while. And I thought this was an incredibly big step down for American Crime Story because the first two seasons were really that good. And the OJ season was incredible. And this just felt like, well, here's an idea. Let's stick to the 10 episode style of this series, stretch it thin. It felt like the Netflix bloat when they tried to make every single season of a show 13 episodes, and this definitely felt that bloat. It was overlong, it was overstretched, and really took away from the narrative thrust of the show, and also from the emotional impact when it was spending way too much time away from the characters we actually cared about. And there's some really strong performances here. There definitely is some intrigue. It is an intriguing story and an unnerving one about the greater perspective of our government here in the United States. But it just felt so drawn out, and it made me really happy today that this finally ended. And you never want to have a series making you feel that way. But those are my thoughts on American Crime Story Impeachment. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.